बहुत सारा यूथ बैठा हुआ है, युवा हैं, पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, और माता पिताओं के लिए भी, क्योंकि आमतौर पर जब हम भी अपने टाइम पर पढ़ाई कर रहे थे और पता करने की कोशिश करते थे एफिलिएशन कहाँ से है, अप्रूव्ड कहाँ से है, और इसलिए उसको समझना, उस पूरी प्रक्रिया को समझना, और अब किस तरीके से शिक्षा की दिशा में बदलाव आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि दुनिया बदल रही है, हमारी ज़रूरतें बदल रही हैं, उसी हिसाब से हमारी शिक्षा नीति और जो अलग अलग आयाम हैं वो सब बदल रहे हैं, उनको समझने की हम कोशिश करेंगे। और इसीलिए हमारे साथ प्रोफेसर टी.जी. सीताराम सर हैं। बहुत स्वागत है सर आपका अमर उजाला के इस संवाद कार्यक्रम में। आपके बारे में जब मैं रिसर्च कर रहा था तो तमाम चीज़ें तो मन से बता दी गई आपके बारे में, लेकिन एक मैंने चीज़ देखी कि आपने 500 टेक्निकल पेपर्स पब्लिश किए हैं। जो थोड़ी बहुत मेरी इसको लेकर जानकारी है, एक टेक्निकल पेपर तैयार करने में, उसकी स्टडी रिसर्च में बहुत टाइम लगता है। 500 पेपर सर क्या थे, कैसे थे, पहले थोड़ा सा वो बताइए।
To come to answer your question, these 500 papers has not happened in few years. It is almost 35 to 40 years of time. So last 40 years, we have done, large number of people have contributed to this. I had more than 40 PhD students at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. So there are a lot of contributions from a lot of my PhD scholars as well. So it is not just of mine. So similarly, many students who have done masters, PhD, because Indian Institute of Science, we never had an undergraduate program. And also, I had collaborated with large number of, international collaborators. Through that also, we were able to achieve this success.
ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात आप कह रहे हैं सर। AICT की स्थापना 1945 में हुई थी, वर्तमान में आप उसके चेयरमैन हैं। समय के साथ साथ ग्रेजुअल चेंजेस होते रहे, ज़रूरतों में भी, कोर्सेज में भी, किस तरीके से इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होगा उसमें भी। अभी अगर 2023 में हम बात करें, किस तरह के चेंजेस की तरफ AICT बढ़ रहा है, वो चाहे अलग अलग तरह के कोर्सेज हों, शिक्षा को और इम्प्रूव करना हो और सही तरीके से लोगों तक वो पहुंच पाए, किस तरीके से ये बदलाव हो रहे हैं सर?
Yeah. For those who do not know much about All India Council for Technical Education, this was an advisory body set up in 1945. Means it is in the British government for the technical and management education in the country. When large number of engineering institutions started in southern part of India, sometime in 80s, 87 May, regulator job was also assigned to AICTE. So All India Council for Technical Education started as a regulator in 1987. Okay, at that time, large number of engineering colleges mushroomed in the southern part of India. Today, AICTE is a facilitator, looking at, curriculum, developing curriculum in engineering and management education in the country, as well as, teachers training, and then skilling, and many such initiatives we have taken at the AICTE. In addition to that, we have a lot of scholarships for postgraduate students as well as undergraduate students across the country. So All India Council for Technical Education has today more than 3,600 engineering colleges, 3,500 diploma colleges, and maybe 1,000 plus management schools, design schools, art. Many of these things comes under All India Council for Technical Education. Let me also give you an idea. So we actually graduate close to 1 million engineers every year. So this is going to be a very strong force of technical manpower in the country. This is in addition to, a large number of diploma students which are coming. So we have many new schemes. So let me also highlight, because I'm sitting in the city of Jammu. So what is there for Jammu and Kashmir students? So I would like to highlight some of the, activities which we have taken specifically for J&K students. So there is Prime Minister's Special Scholarship Scheme from 2012 itself, but now it is running full. There are 5,000 scholarship for the J&K students after class 12, so that they can choose their destination, whether they want to become an engineer or doctor or dentist or nursing. Okay, anything, the scholarships will be routed through what is called as direct benefit transfer. So all that is, happening very effectively now from last 4-5 years, we have giving almost 5,000 scholarship every year. And it is running full, and there is a lot of interest from the Jammu and Kashmir students. I also personally visited Srinagar, addressed students at the class 12, so that inviting them to take the benefit of the National Merit Scholarship, which is, it is not only provides fee, it also gives you a seat in engineering of your desired choice in the main, other parts of the country. It may be in Bangalore, it may be in Hyderabad, it may be in Pune. Any college you choose can be taken by the Jammu and Kashmir students. They can, and their living expenses, 10,000 per month, is also given to them. So this is all happens directly to the students through a direct benefit transfer, okay, which is run through AICTE. So there are some percentage of seats for medicine, some percentage of seats for diploma, but mainly it is in engineering and technological. 60 to 70% of the students opt for engineering and technology courses. And I also would like to tell you here, my interaction at Srinagar with the students. J&K students are very bold and confident, and I think we need to attract more and more of them for higher education and technical education. That's what AICTE is planning to do, and we are actually running workshops, series of workshops to attract the students across Jammu and Kashmir. And also Ladakh is also involved in that. Ladakh students are also, but number of students from Ladakh is less when compared to students from Jammu and Kashmir. So we have faculty development programs, which we conducted workshops, seminars and training program for faculty in technical institutions within Jammu and Kashmir. And we have skill development initiatives, which we introduce skill development programs and workshops aimed at equipping students of industry relevant skills. And we have also supported infrastructure development for our engineering and diploma colleges. So that is, we have provided across Jammu and Kashmir. This includes grant for modernizing laboratories, upgrading the facilities, and improving the overall learning environment. And we have special training programs in collaboration with the partners to expose students to real-world challenges and digital skilling. That's another, very initiative we have taken. And promotion of technical education, particularly in regional languages, also we have started. Now, in Hindi, maybe technical education seek sakte hain. So that's another initiative we have taken. So we have quite a large number of activities which happens, across J&K through AICTE.
सर ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है आपने बताई, लेकिन इसमें एक मैं चीज़ समझना चाहूँगा, 90 के दशक के बाद से देखें तो जो यूनिवर्सिटीज़ थी या टेक्निकल एजुकेशन के लिए जो चीज़ें, जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में जम्मू कश्मीर पर फोकस कर रहा हूँ, जो यहाँ पर था, वो उंगलियों पर गिना जा सकता था. धीरे धीरे करके कुछ परिवर्तन आया, लेकिन वो भी मुझे लगता है दोनों हाथों की उंगलियों तक ही सीमित रह गया. अब एक तो वो सिनेरियो कैसे चेंज हो रहा है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए, ताकि क्योंकि अगर जियोग्राफिकली देखें जम्मू कश्मीर बहुत डिफरेंट है और वो चीज़ें वहाँ नहीं पहुँची थी, एक. और दूसरा, कोविड के बाद एक ऑनलाइन का बूम जिस तरीके से आया और बहुत सारा काम ऑनलाइन ने हमारा आसान कर दिया, क्या उसका भी फायदा यहाँ के बच्चों को उस तरीके से मिल पा रहा है?
Let me give you, I have given you the statistics for the country. Let me give you the number of institutions in Jammu and Kashmir, so that you will have a clear understanding how our institutions are distributed. So we have actually AICTE approved engineering colleges. There are 20 of them in Jammu, 22 of them in Kashmir, and in Ladakh there are 2. Totally we have close to about 10,000 intake for engineering programs in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. In coming to the diploma, we have in Jammu 12 institutes, in Kashmir 15 institutes are there.
Yes.
These are all AICTE funded institutions, supported institutions. Ladakh mein 2 hai. Totally that is about 6,000 diploma students are studying any year. And then number of the PG programs. We have also postgraduate programs across. In Jammu there are 8 institutes. This, I am not included NIT and IIT in this.
Yes.
Okay. I have in Kashmir there are 7 institutions. So there are close to about 5,000 students are studying in postgraduate in engineering education. So these, and in addition to that, we have internship for Jammu and Kashmir students. So these internships happen at all IITs.
Okay.
So many IITs have signed up to take students from Jammu and Kashmir for 3 to 4 months. So this is completely, travel is supported by IICT, and respective IITs are supporting their stay and then training capabilities. So this is again another very important initiative which we have taken for specifically Jammu and Kashmir students. Okay. So I just wanted to take 1 minute, of the technical education in the nation. See, we are the leading country producing large number of engineers next to China in this world. So if there is a hope, we want to be the leader or Vishwaguru, this is only possible in STEM areas because we are very advanced. Our kids are also smart in mathematics,
yes,
and physics and chemistry. Okay, so we have actually already touched 1 million engineers graduating every year, and they're also highly skilled people because our job percentages are also increasing. Large number of multinational companies are setting up their offices in India to hire these engineers. There is a great potential, and even it is the dream of every parent to put their kids into both IITs also as other engineering colleges. Just to give you an idea, there are about 15,000 students graduate from all IITs. We have about 23 IITs, and there are about 20 AIIMS, 21 triple ITs, and the ICERs, and many such higher education institutions funded by the government of India. When compared to that, large number of private institutions are also there. So our gross enrollment ratio is still very low, 27% in higher education. We would like to reach 50% as per the national education policy. So this national education policy, I would like to highlight, it's one of the flexible policies of government of India. I think I ask and urge all the educationalists who are here to adopt that at the respective institution. There are many things you can do, whether it is research and innovation, startups, innovation councils, because innovation is going to run the future. So we have to make all our students aware of innovation, startups and entrepreneurial activities. AICTE has also started Institute Innovation Councils at every institute. It is not just in the technical institution. It could be even in the colleges, arts college, commerce college, also can have innovation councils. Innovation is not restricted to only engineers. So 7,500 institutions we have created, councils we have created across the country, and this year we are going to double that. 15,000, I request and urge all institutions in Jammu and Kashmir to create Institute Innovation Councils, and we also fund AICTE Idea Labs where we can, students can feel the hands-on experience. See, experiential learning is very critical today, ladies and gentlemen. So experiential learning ke liye, we can actually put our students. So these labs will be supported, mentored by AICTE. I request you to look at our, opportunities or calls, which we'll put it up both in the newspaper as well as in the our website. Please apply, and we were very, very transparent. We'll distribute this. All our expert, selection committees will come from Institute of Technologies and higher education institutions in the country.
देखिए सर, आपने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बातें बताई, और जिन मुद्दों पर मेरे सवाल हैं उनको भी आपने छुआ, अभी वो सवाल भी हम करेंगे। लेकिन अपनी बात के आखिर में सर ने कहा कि आप आगे और बेहतर जानकारी के लिए वेबसाइट पर जा सकते हैं, तमाम चीज़ों पर नजर रखिए। लेकिन क्योंकि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं और सर यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं, तो मुझे लगता है इससे अच्छा मौका नहीं होगा क्यों हम वेबसाइट पर जाने का इंतजार करें। सर से हम सीधा यहीं पर पूछ सकते हैं। तो आप में से अगर किसी के कोई सवाल हैं AICTE को लेकर, एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को लेकर, और जम्मू कश्मीर के लिहाज से आपको लगता है कि क्या और बदलाव होना चाहिए, तो वो सवाल आप कर सकते हैं। माइक आप सबके बीच में है, तो आप अपना हाथ खड़ा कीजिए, वहां पर माइक लेकर एक सज्जन आपके पास पहुंच जाएंगे, तो आप अपने सवाल कर सकते हैं। प्लीज वहां तक माइक पहुंचाइए। मैम, देखिए कई सारे लोग हैं हमारे बीच जिनके सवाल हैं, और सर यहां पर हैं, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हो जाएगा समझना, खास करके जम्मू कश्मीर। वो आपके पीछे।
हेलो सर।
प्लीज।
मेरा एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है कि जम्मू कश्मीर के बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स आज पूरे भारतवर्ष में अलग अलग यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में पढ़ रही हैं जो सिर्फ यूजीसी एफिलेटेड रहती हैं, तो क्या उनमें कोई अंतर है? अगर कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज़ जो एआईसीटी अप्रूव्ड नहीं होती, वहाँ से अगर कोई बच्चा इंजीनियरिंग करके आता है, क्या उसकी वैल्यू और एआईसीटी अप्रूव्ड इंस्टीट्यूशन की वैल्यू एक बराबर रहेगी?
So you have to understand, AICTE is a regulator. We only approve technical programs and management programs. It will be affiliated to a UGC, affiliated university. Degree उधर से मिलती है. So we are actually working in tandem. UGC and AICTE works together. So degree आपको मिलता है from an university where this college is affiliated. Okay? So, but we will actually monitor the quality of program in the sense we develop the curriculum. We also have what is called as AICTE placement portal, internship portal. Internship में हमने compulsory कर दिया. So all that technical quality issues actually AICTE looks after. UGC actually instruct the universities. I mean, close to about 1100 universities है, 1100 plus universities है, where UGC gives a very broad approval to them. So UGC का university से आपको degree मिलेगा. Okay? Only AICTE से there are some 28 technical universities are also there, which also runs almost on the same process as a UGC university, approved universities. But these are also again take the majority of the guidance and support from AICTE.
देखिए,
I hope I have clarified your doubt.
हाँ, वो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण सवाल था, बहुत सारे बच्चों के मन में आता है, कंफ्यूजन था. माइक लेकर अगर आप यहाँ पर मैम के तक माइक पहुँचा दें तो उनका भी एक सवाल है, मुझे लगता है उसका भी जवाब सर से हम ले लें और बेहतर होगा, क्योंकि बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स हों, बच्चे हों, जब वो उच्च शिक्षा और टेक्निकल एजुकेशन की बात करते हैं तो बहुत से सवाल हैं जो कहीं ना कहीं जवाब ढूंढते रह जाते हैं, कई बार नहीं मिलता. मैम.
Hello. So, good afternoon. I'm Ruchi Chauhan. I am a social activist and we are implementing various schemes which are sponsored by various ministries into technical education. I have emphasized always on the need gaps in the skill, courses. I believe that we have a good number of students who are unemployed, and the absorption rate in the skills which we are, giving to the students are very low. So I request you to, fill the need gaps and all those skills which are required here, because we are unable to match the pace of the rest of the country. We are way ahead, back. So my request is to fill the need gaps so that our students get more observed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Skilling was skewed till few years back in India. So definitely I agree with you. We have taken initiatives from last year. Skilling will be integrated into the regular programs in the colleges. Okay? We have also started, 1 crore digital skilling also. So it is not just digital skilling. We are also focusing on domain skills, okay, and technology skills. All that we are, and communication skills also. So our kids, we have actually started all these activities, and we completely agree with you that skilling has to be emphasized more, and we are also making that effort sincerely, and hopefully in a couple of years, our skilled youth force also will be there. But right now, I have to tell you, as a country, we have done well in knowledge creation through our IITs, which were, also started as a teaching institutions in 60s. But today, we can proudly say we have technologies developed through these IITs. Those are Indian Institute of Technologies or institutes of Indian technologies today. But we wanted to do that across the board. All higher education institutions which are very large in number. See, IITs are only 23. So we have taken a lot of steps in skilling, introduced skilling. This year in our approval process handbook, we have made as a skilling 20% compulsory. That means if we have to do 160 credits, 20% of the courses through the skilled courses. And we have actually a program called NEET, National Education Alliance for Technology, where 800 companies of specified skill courses are available for the students to take. I urge all the students to look at our NEET portal AICT NEET portal. You can learn at your pace and get credits of that and adjusted to academic credits there. And majority of them are free. You see, majority of them are free and there are scholarships for some of them. So they're all taught by top-notch industry experts. So industry courses are also integrated so that they are ready for the jobs. So this is all some of the steps we have taken in the last 1 or 2 years, ma'am.
सर इसमें मेरा एक और सवाल है, आपने कहा इंटीग्रेशन के बाद रेडी फॉर द जॉब्स, एक प्लेसमेंट बड़ा टॉपिक होता है स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, उसके लिए भी क्या कुछ प्रोग्राम एआईसीटी की तरफ से हो रहा है, उसको और थोड़ा रैपिडली आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश हो रही है?
See, AICT placement portal we have launched about 3 months back, particularly focusing on rural and tribal area institutions के लिए. हमारा 3,600 engineering colleges में 70% are in the rural areas and tribal areas. So all these institutions, we have signed up with 2,000 companies. So that number, I wanted to see something like 15,000 companies. So all of these companies will offer jobs. They are ready to offer jobs to our rural kids. Our internship portal, I wanted to tell you the success is a big success actually. 77,000 companies are registered to offer internship to our engineering and diploma students. And 2 crore students are actually registered in the website, and large number of them have been able to secure their internship. Internship is a part of the curriculum. So we have mandatory internships. So we would like to do similar what we have achieved success in internship in the placement also. So if there are some companies here, I urge them to log into our website, register yourself so that you can offer jobs to our kids who are from rural areas and tribal area initially. Then maybe we'll open it up to others, because we didn't see much of a problem in urban areas where the kids were able to get jobs. But in a rural engineering colleges, many of the colleges were not getting appropriate attention, so we have taken that step.
देखिए, मुझे लगता है सर कि इस बात पर जोरदार तालियां जरूर बजनी चाहिए, क्योंकि प्लेसमेंट एक बड़ी चिंता की बात होती है, और आपने अच्छी एजुकेशन ली, हायर एजुकेशन ली, टेक्निकल एजुकेशन ली, लेकिन प्लेसमेंट। एक सवाल और है, माइक अगर आप वहां पर लेकर जा सकें, एक सवाल और है जल्दी से।
हेलो सर, दिस इज शुभम कोतवाल। सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है, J&K हैज अ यूनिक जियोग्राफिकल सेटअप एंड डाइवर्स डेमोग्राफी, एज आई आल्सो बिलोंग टू भद्रवा. How does AICT plan to ensure equitable access to quality technical education across the entire region, especially in remote areas? क्योंकि आज शीतल भी यहाँ पे आई थी, तो आपने खुद बताया remote area, और इसी के साथ आपने खुद बोला कि potential काफी ज़्यादा है यहाँ पे. Are there any specific plan or partnership that AICT envision to establish with leading institution in J&K?
Yeah, I already gave you the statistics of the present engineering and diploma colleges and postgraduate institutions in Jammu and Kashmir region and Ladakh region. Okay? And that may not be enough for the numbers, the population of Jammu and Kashmir. That is why we have started this PM scheme, where very talented students can be getting admission directly without going through the entrance test. Through PM scheme, directly in other engineering colleges of the country. In addition to that, we are also offering internship at our premier institutions like IITs, large number of them completely supported and funded by AICT and IIT, respective IITs, also been instituted. I think more can be done if students are ready to come, and also industries or now there is no moratorium to open engineering or diploma colleges. Please, if there are any business people also, I welcome you to start diploma and engineering institution in Jammu and Kashmir. We will support you, we will give you approval. We have made it very simple. You don't need to be worried. Very simple process where you can start your new institutions if there is a demand among the candidates.
देखिए, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात, एआईसीटी पूरी तरीके से तैयार है, लेकिन यहाँ के लोगों को, युवाओं को भी अब थोड़ा आगे बढ़ना होगा, और जो बाकी देश के बच्चों को जिस तरह की सुविधाएं या कोर्सेज या एजुकेशन मिल रही है, उसके फायदा अब सीधे आपको भी मिलेगा। पहले भी मिलता रहा है, लेकिन अब चीजों को और थोड़ा रैपिडली आगे बढ़ाया जा रहा है। एक बड़ी अहम चीज मैं समझना चाहूंगा आप सर, 100 साल देश की आजादी के होने वाले हैं। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का फोकस लगातार इस पर रहता है कि शिक्षा की व्यवस्था ऐसी हो जिससे देश भी आगे बढ़े, लोग भी आगे बढ़े। हाई टेक्निकल एजुकेशन की मैं बात करूं उस लिहाज से 5 साल, 10 साल, 25 साल में, और जिस पेस पर हम चल रहे हैं, कैसे चेंजेस देखने वाले हैं हम आगे?
See, today, let me give you the status of higher education, higher technical education. Today, technical education in the country is actually in the top 5 in the world. In the research, citation, and publication, we are again in the top 5 in the world. In number of patents filing, we are in the top 5 in the world. So there is nothing actually stops us. There is a lot of opportunity. Today, in the unicorns, for example, the startup, we are the 3rd largest, startups in the world. Okay, 110 plus unicorns, which is a very, very positive thing. There are a lot of jobs going to be created because India is yet to be built. Large number of projects are happening, and there will be a lot of demand for technical and management education in the country. So, and I would like to also tell you the recent announcement is all our BBA and business management, undergraduate management education also we brought under AICTE so that we can actually offer quality undergraduate management programs also. So we are going to create a curriculum which is of world standard. So that's what actually many of the IITs are following our undergraduate engineering curriculum. Similarly, we wanted to create an undergraduate management education curriculum, and we also teachers training. So we have created what is called as ATAL, AICTE Teaching and Learning Academy, trains large number of teachers. And then skill development courses, many large number of skilling courses we have signed up with top-notch in the world companies. Companies are giving job-ready skill development or skill training to our youths. So we have signed with IBM, Google, even the Indian companies, TCS, many such companies have come forward to train our young youths through AICTE. These are all both, physically it will happen as well as online also happens. There is a lot of online courses are also available for the young people who have difficulty in accessing the urban areas. So our sincere effort is to see our students have been provided opportunities, and there are plenty of opportunities for you today in higher and technical education in the country.
सर, 2 बहुत छोटे से सवाल है मेरे। एक तो सबकी नज़र होती है जब एडमिशन सेशन शुरू होते हैं इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज की सीटों को लेकर, तो क्या AICTE उन सीटों की लिमिट्स को बढ़ाने की ओर आगे बढ़ रही है? 2024-25 में ऐसा कुछ बदलाव देख सकते हैं? एक और AICTE के कोर्सेज में AI, मशीन लर्निंग, इनको किस तरीके से इंक्लूड किया जा रहा है भविष्य के लिहाज से लोगों को तैयार करने के लिए?
So yours is a 2-part question. This year in the approval process, we have removed any seat requirements. So if there is a demand, if they have a teachers, they have infrastructure, labs, classes, so we are going to give permission to them. That is number 1. And many new engineering colleges, there is no moratorium on any new engineering institution to be opened up. I already invited the industrialists or the educationalists to start their institutions, particularly in J&K, so that you can engage our young people who have a lot of energy, talent. There is a lot of talent, ladies and gentlemen, at our rural places. So there need to be provided opportunities. And that's where we need to, as a nation, we need to give a clarion call to start new institutions, engage these young force with lots of energy, to turn them into technocrats, turn them into entrepreneurs. So this is the golden opportunity for India. I think we need to seize this to become number 1 in the world. So the second question was AI and machine learning. So today, artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen, is not a new future technology. It is already embedded in your life, everyday life. Whatever tools you are using, semiconductors and AI is already you are carrying with you. Okay? So we have made already 3 years back large number of courses in artificial intelligence. So many of our kids are aware of it. They are in the leading position in the world. And many of our young people are experts in artificial intelligence, cyber security, and many blockchain and many such areas. Indian students are trained, and I know the requirements are large, so we have also created now, even for core engineering students, a minor degree can be obtained in data science and AI. Minor degree can be obtained in robotics, 18 credits if they do. And these credits are also available through many such portals also. For example, we have what is called as One Swayam MOOC portal. Close to about 10,000 courses, full courses are available online. These are all not all developed by professors of IITs and IISc and many top institutions and also industry experts. These are available to you at your home. So please register for them. These are also can do self-learning. As National Education Policy emphasizes lifelong learning, even people who have graduated can take these courses and get creditized. An examination will be conducted by IIT Madras and you will get credits, and these credits can be transferred to the colleges. Both UGC and AICTE have said 40% of the SWAYAM courses you can actually show it to your college and get a part of the degree. So even we have instructed all the colleges and the universities, 40% of the courses we encourage to be taken through SWAYAM portal. So that means you can learn at your pace and also listen to the top-notch experts in the world to teach that course for you, okay? And examination is also conducted online, and a very, very simple process hai. Please log into AICTE SWAYAM portal and look at that. SWAYAM is a fantastic, MOOCs courses, almost similar to MIT MOOCs platform. So there are a lot of opportunities, and it is not only in technical engineering. We have courses on life skills, universal human values, okay, and yoga and meditation. Full courses are available for you. And so I urge you to look at that portal and take some courses of that, and there are plenty of opportunities for you. Nothing actually stops you from learning.
बहुत धन्यवाद सर। अमर उजाला संवाद के इस मंच से जिन सवालों का जवाब आपने दिया है, बहुत से ऐसे सवाल हैं जो बच्चों के मन में होते हैं, अभिभावकों के मन में होते हैं, कोर्सेज नए क्या आ रहे हैं, किस तरीके से चीजें बदल रही हैं, ये सब कुछ समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। और इस मंच पर आकर आपने उन तमाम सवालों को, उन जिज्ञासाओं को शांत किया, इसके लिए बहुत धन्यवाद आपका हमारी तरफ से।
Thank you. We are also available throughout 24/7 at AICTE. Please call us. There is a IVR system. We will respond to all your queries, or send an email to at AICTE. We will also answer to your questions. Any question related to your higher education and learning and skilling. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
अगर आप ये वीडियो YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें। अगर आप Facebook पर ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं तो हमारे पेज को लाइक करें।